Welcome back. The last word, and we're talking about the Toronto Raptors. What are the Raptors really building? I mean, that's the question we have to ask. For me, if you ask me, the Raptors are ahead of schedule. The young core is developing really the right way. Flexibility, a little patience, equals, I guess, a long-term contender, possibly.
Lights are bright and now they filter, now they fading out. Stay within it, gotta fight it like a final bout. And my watch different, and my chain different, and my ring different. It's the same different.
Feel my automatic. Feel my automatic. Don't wanna eat it up in my mind.
In the front court.
Don't wanna eat it up in my mind.
It ain't coming this season. It ain't coming this season, right? So
No.
that's conversations for off season. Because right now, this is the lineup they have. Maybe buyouts, whatever. But at this
Lights
point,
are bright and now they filter, now they fading out. Stay within it, gotta fight it like a final bout. And my watch different, and my chain different, and my ring different. It's the same different.
Feel my automatic. Feel my automatic. Don't wanna eat it up in my mind.
Just absolutely great work. I wasn't
Don't wanna eat it up in my mind.
the pick at the time. I was more of a McQueen queen. I want the Raptors to draft Queen, and then we know that the Pelicans end up eventually trading it to.
Lights are bright and now they filter, now they fading out. Stay within it, gotta fight it like a final bout. And my watch different, and my chain different, and my ring different. It's the same different.
Feel my automatic.
CMB showed me that he's just
Feel
got a
my
lot of heart.
automatic.
He's got a lot of- he's
Don't
passionate,
wanna
he's
eat it up in
He's
my
undersized.
mind.
A la Draymond Green, this
Don't
guy
wanna
knows
eat it up in my
what
mind.
his physical measurements are. So
I mean,
I gotta come out and give
give the young fella his
right
due.
by wrong on that one in terms of not thinking that this guy was potentially the right pick for the Raptors. However, this Siakam Pirtle at center. I don't see it. I don't see it working for the Raptors, and
Now,
I really hope they have
you're
they have a
talking
way to
about
cover up some of that.
Pirtle being at center. Now, let's focus on something even bigger. Like, are the Raptors building something real, or are they just staying average? Like, here's a question that many people are saying. The Raptors are not bad enough to tank, and they're not good enough to contend.
Okay.
Right?
So we're pretty much we're going back to the DeRozan years.
NBA purgatory.
Yeah, we're going back to the DeRozan years.
Yeah. And-
Make the playoffs, out
okay.
the first round, middle of the draft, just stuck in that constant loop of good enough to make the playoffs, not bad enough to get an impact player.
So
And then an NBA free agency is literally nothing now, right? Most people have signed their deals, then asked to get traded. So
now,
so it's a tough place to be.
would you say that the front office needs to pick a direction? Because we don't have a true number one scorer.
No, Brandon Ingram is a high end scorer, and he's having a year.
But when RJ gets going, we give RJ the call, and then when Quickly gets going, Quickly gets the call. Everyone rotates, and I think the identity of a true number one scorer.
Brandon Ingram was brought in for that specific
He
reason.
was brought in for that, yeah.
Late clock, need a go-to guy. Even with the fact that Scotty Barnes is probably the better overall basketball player, Brandon Ingram is specifically his specific role in this team is for that last shot, late shot clock moment. So
do you think that he's fulfilling that role? Do you see him always getting the call last second? Or do you see some other players trying to take that role? A la Battle, Batty or Battle. Like, like you see these kind of crazy scenarios coming down.
Again, You
late
see
in
it
the
again.
clock. You do see it. We've been to the
You're
games.
not
We
every
see it.
last shot you're gonna get your player, your best player is gonna take necessarily, because again, a lot of the time doubles will be run at them. They're gonna get run off.
That's
their
understandable.
shot. That's gonna happen. But
What
yeah, it's
direction
good to
are they
have
in?
additional scores. But
NBA
Ingram
purgatory.
is that guy, and he's done a serviceable job this up to this point this year.
Well,
You can't.
he's a first-time All-Star this year, so I'm going to give him credit for that, right? But at the end of the day, I still have to ask the question: who presents themselves as the number one scorer versus being called the number one scorer, right? Again, he's done a great job, Bi, but
Yeah, he's highly efficient this year as well. Right? Again, his advanced numbers as well show
But
nothing but a
when
guy
it comes to the number one scorer, you do know what I'm talking about. You got some guys out there that thinking that it's my night tonight, a la Quickly, a la Battle, a la RJ Barrett, and they just have a field day out there. They feel it's my night tonight. And I feel that confusion is just keeping the team in purgatory. Like I said, not bad enough to tank, not good enough to
that's the league in
contend.
whole. That's the league in whole, though, right? You got guys who are third, fourth options coming down early in the clock, taking shots that they have no business taking. That's just the NBA as a whole now, right? But the Raptors do have multiple high-end scorers when they're rolling. Their problem will be, again, closing out possessions, because when you get into the playoffs and you're up against the actual real teams, this Raptors rebounding situation is not going to be good enough. Again, they are a good defensive team in the regular season,
Right.
but a defensive possession does not end until you get the rebound. And when you come up against the higher echelon teams in the league, their defensive rebounding situation is not good enough. Yes, you believe that adding Portal back in the lineup will aid in that situation some. But I'm not a big believer in Jakob, and until he shows me, I still think that's something they're gonna have to rectify in the offseason.
Well, so far, coming off the All-Star break, they are 2-0. Their next game is against the defending champs, OKC. That will be a big eye-opener. We got Chet home rim, and their big man situation over in OKC is solidified. So I guess we can measure how far we need to go or how far we've come based upon
OKC's
how
without
OKC
Shea
dominates
and
us.
without Shea and Williams, so they're at half mass almost. But again, the amount of depth they have, it's still going to be it's still a tough task
Yeah,
for
it's a
any
tough
team in
task.
the league.
So we'll see what happens. But that's the last word, ladies and gentlemen. When we come back, we'll be talking. We're not sure, but we'll be talking. Last word.